This story right here is very interesting, and it's been a while since I've done a video involving 45. I've mentioned him in passing in videos, but I've yet to actually do a video talking specifically about him. But I thought this was very interesting, and to be honest, I never thought I would actually see this happen. And that's him being booed at one of his rallies. Now, as we all know, they've been trying to get 45 quote unquote reelected for the last I don't know how many months, probably since the election back in November. And they said August was going to be that month in which he would get reelected, or so they say. But this probably put a little bit of a damper on his chances of being reelected. I'm playing their little game right now. Don't mind the words that I just said, because I already know the real. But 45 just had a rally in Alabama a couple nights ago in which he basically flat out said to his supporters and his base that they need to go and get the scene and that he got it. And some of the people that was in there who heard him say that actually booed him. That's like the first time we've actually heard 45 be booed at one of his events. So I'm going to go ahead and read the article, and what I'll do is I'll leave the link to the actual video in the description that you can see for yourself or hear it for yourself when he actually gets booed. Former President Donald Trump was booed at a rally Saturday in Alabama after he told supporters they should get vaccinated. And you know what? I believe totally in your freedoms. I do. You've got to do what you have to do, Trump said, but I recommend taking the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. Some boos rang out from the crowd who were largely maskless. No, that's okay. That's all right. You got your freedoms, Trump said, echoing rhetoric from the opponents of mask and vaccination mandates. But I happen to take the scene, and if it doesn't work, you'll be the first to know. I'll call up Alabama and I'll say, hey, you know what? But the scene is working. But you do have your freedoms you have to keep. You have to maintain that. See, he had to clean it up with that follow-up to soften the blow that he just gave his base, because his base was not expecting him to come out of his mouth and actually say that. COVID cases and hospitalizations are surging in large parts of the South because of the highly contagious Delta variant of the virus. Coleman, where the rally was hosted, is experiencing a rise in cases that has matched its previous peak from late December. The city declared a COVID state of emergency Thursday to provide extra emergency support for the rally. Alabama has the lowest vaccination rate in the U.S., with just more than 36% of its population having been fully inoculated, according to the NBC News tracker. Governor Kate Ivey, a Republican, has said the unvaccinated folks are to blame for COVID's resurgence in the state. Nationwide, the overwhelming majority of COVID hospitalizations and deaths are among unvaccinated people, the New York Times reported this month. A Kaiser Family Foundation vaccination tracking poll released this month found that Republicans were the second least likely demographic group to be vaccinated, above only uninsured Americans under 65. While 57% of Republicans have received at least one dose of the vaccine or say they will get a shot as soon as possible, 40% said they never will or will do so only if it's required, or that they are still in wait and see mode. The 40% total is the second highest among the 23 demographic groups surveyed. Trump has endorsed vaccination previously, but has often matched it with similar caveats. Just last week, after he promoted the scenes in an interview with Fox Business personality Maria Bartiromo, Trump claimed that coming booster shots were recommended by the Biden administration as a money-making operation for Pfizer. The Biden administration recommended booster shots for those who received Pfizer and Moderna vaccine shots. Pfizer, which Trump has attacked in a similar manner previously, wasn't part of his administration's Operation Warp Speed, the public-private partnership to accelerate vaccine development. Trump didn't mention Moderna, which was a part of the program. So that, like I said, that's very interesting that he actually came out of his mouth and actually did say that. And of course, like I said, I knew his base was gonna, they were gonna be upset, because it's like, you're supposed to be on our side, but let's be real here. Trump isn't leading them, they're leading him. Let me say that again. Trump is not leading these people. They are the ones that's leading him. He only tells them what they want to hear. And in that moment, they did not want to hear that. That was not part of the program, because, they see him just as anti a lot of things as they do, that as they are. And that's just what it is. But yeah, I don't really have much more to actually add or say about this because, you know, like I said, it is what it is. This is his base. This is what they feel. This is what they believe. And this is what they're going to stand on at the end of the day. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video on that note. I just thought it was very interesting that he actually said that. I did not expect that to leave out of his mouth. I thought that would be one of the last things that he would say. But here we are. And like someone else said, they like to play both sides. And by they're talking about politicians. They never really just stick to one particular side. They love to play both sides. And this is 45 doing exactly that.